What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you already see what's in front of me. This is a day that I have been waiting for quite some time. You guys know, the original daddy ball on this channel was the Desert Tank. I shot my first 800 with a Desert Tank. It was 826. I have since beaten that score, but it was my first 800 was with this bowling ball. I had like a 2-week period where I literally dominated everything I bowled, all with a Desert Tank. So today we're going to throw one and see if I still like it as much as I did back then. So guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would super appreciate it. We're on the road to 50,000, and with your help we can get there. If you'd like to order the ball spinner that this ball is sitting on, it's a great way to help support the channel if you use that link down below. These ball spinners are great if you're trying to adjust the surface of your bowling ball, clean them, or make them look good on a desk like it is in front of me. Again, it would be a great way to help support me. Coolwick.com, promo code Napoles10 for the jerseys. And this Desert Tank is not new. As you can see, it has been plugged, but it is still a Desert Tank. The original owner had very, very little games on it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this ball looks like. We're gonna be here on lane 64 on a fresh, typical house shot. Let me know in the comments if you ever had the Desert Tank and if you liked it, why or why not. All right, guys, so this is gonna be my first shot with a Desert Tank in like 3.5 years. Literally first shot, no shots have gone down the lane on 64. I'm gonna take a wild guess here at where I need to play. And hopefully this looks pretty good. All right, here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Right where it left off. Chris is looking at it like that. He thinks I'm gonna throw 10 in a row to start. That shaped a ton. Yo, that's pretty good. All right, let's go right back to that same spot. Throw a better shot. Hopefully it doesn't spark quite as much down lane and see what happens here. Oh, that's a dirty 9-pin. Man, I need to go back and watch some of my older videos of me throwing this ball, because I don't remember it quite sparking that much down lane. But man, that's pretty good. You can tell that the new Tank Rampage Pearl is definitely more like urethane than this ball for sure. All right, that 9-pin looks pretty disgusting. We're gonna slow down here, move left, shape this a little bit, see what this looks like. Oh, that looks good. Chris is shaking his head, yes. That looks good, man. And it's one of those balls that allows me to play close to the friction. Where like in league, you know, basically everything I've thrown this year is forcing me so far left. This allows me to play a little bit closer. It does shape more down lane than the Tank Rampage Pearl, for sure. But I think that they could really complement each other. Yeah, I don't know, just the fact that I can play right of 20 and not have to like overthrow the ball, just roll it off my hand. That's why this ball's always been one of my favorites. Oh! I missed in for sure, but don't let the facts deter you from a good story. Nice messenger. All right, now we're gonna try to stand in the same spot, but actually hit our mark, not miss in. But it's nice to know that if I get it into the soup, it still hooks a little bit. Bro, that thing hooks so much when I get it right. Okay, just for context, I just got done throwing the Tank, Chris has it in his hand, but I just got done throwing the Tank Rampage Pearl on lane 63. If I get that right, it doesn't hook that much, right? And when I got it in, it didn't hook. So now that I'm throwing this and my brain is thinking, okay, urethane, this thing hooks like crazy compared to the TRP. All right, let's keep building here. Let's keep building. Desert Tank, you guys know, one of my favorites. Oh, that's a good shot. Off my hand, I said, oh, that's a good shot. It felt so good, and then it hooked this much. I'm telling you, I was throwing the Tank Rampage Pearl, and my brain is everywhere. Let me get a high five in the chat, please. All right, let's try to move in off that, shape it a little bit, see what this looks like. Dude, that is crazy. I don't remember it hooking this much back in the day, but this is also one that I got used, that I had to plug. So I don't know if I said this already, but if you guys have a 15-pound one of these, new in box, undrilled, please reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, email, whatever. Get a hold of me. I'd be very interested in purchasing one of them if it was new in box. It doesn't roll quite like they did before, but I also throw it different than I did before. And like I said, this was a used one that I plugged and re-drilled without my normal layouts or anything like that. So reach out to me if you have one. All right, so I know now that if I get it right, it hooks. The last shot was pretty good. I'm gonna try to go more up the lane and not shove it right, get closer to like 8, 9, 10 down lane, just to see if it still hooks or if it's just not enough core cover combination. Let's see here. I think that's pretty good. I think if I make one little adjustment off that, I think that strikes, which tells me that this ball is pretty versatile. All right, so off that wrap 10, I'm gonna move like 2 left. I am really far left for what I thought I'd be playing with this ball. But let's make sure that we keep this up the lane and not shove it right. Get one really good test shot right here. There we go. Now we're gonna see if we can repeat some shots from there, because that actually looks pretty good. I don't know that I'll bring this ball to league, just because, like I said, it's not my normal layout that I normally use. It's a used ball. If it was a new one of mine and it rolled similar-ish to this, maybe a little bit stronger, because I think the pin to pap's a little bit too far. If I can drill this with like a 4-inch pin, I think it'd be a little bit earlier, a little bit smoother. I think it'd be a little bit better. But let's just go back to that same spot, repeat it, see if we can make it keep looking. Yeah, in truth though, I think this looks better than the Tank Rampage Pearl, just because I can play a little bit slower and a little bit further in. Yeah, like that looks pretty good. What do you think? Chris is shaking his head yes. I think it looks pretty good. It's weird how straight I'm playing. Like from that in, I'm normally used to shoving it right, but if I can have a ball that allows me to not have to shove it right, that's a pretty good thing. All right, let's keep trying to repeat shots from there. It's nice to be able to do this. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see here. Oh, was that in? Oh, he wasn't watching. I thought that might have been in a little bit, and that hooked a ton. All right, let's make sure we get that right a little bit off that. Dude, that looks good, man. That was good? Did it roll over the thumb? That felt pretty good. What's up, bro? Yeah, this here, the original daddy ball for me. Got that right a little bit. Dude, it's crazy. It's like the same strike over and over. That's not a repeated shot. That is crazy how it goes through the pins. What's really nice is that I have basically unlimited right as long as I throw it pretty good. As long as I throw it good, I have unlimited right. And if I get it up the lane, it looks pretty good. I can't miss a ton left because it does take off. But as long as I throw it good, I have unlimited right. Those last 2 shots were literally identical pin carry. So we're gonna go to the same spot and see if we can get that 3 times in a row. That'd be nice. Ooh. I did not post that at the line whatsoever, but I threw that pretty good and it went 10 back. So does this ball roll like it did for me 3 years ago? No, because I don't throw the ball the same way that I did 3 years ago. But it's still a good ball. However, they are kind of expensive because they've been discontinued for a few years. If you want something similar to this, like I can't even think of what would be similar. Like, yeah, he's shaking his head. No, like Tank Rampage Pearl is way too smooth. Doesn't react quite like it. Have you thrown a new blue, Chris? Yeah, like I'm thinking like maybe that or the Rattler New would be the closest, but I've never thrown those balls, so I really don't even know. But yeah, this thing's good, man. A lot of people hated the Desert Tank back in the day. I was one of the few that loved it, and I still do. Yeah, I mean, as long as I throw this ball good, it seems that I have a bunch of room. But let's keep throwing a few more good shots. This might be my last shot here, depending. Oh, what do you think, Chris? One more shot or no? Chris says one more shot, even though I don't think it's gonna get better than that one, but let's throw one more. All right, that last shot should have for sure been the last shot of the video, but Chris wanted one more, so gotta give the people what they want. All right, that was another pretty good shot. Guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Again, if you have one of these 15 pound Motiv Desert Tank, new in box, you know, Motiv, if you guys are watching and you have one of these stashed, I know a guy that wants one. We will see you on the next video.